Today I'm going to be giving you guys a massive tip to take advantage of the Crimson Plane event going on inside of Diablo Immortal right now, and that's going to lead us into a discussion regarding the entire catch-up mechanic inside of Diablo Immortal. Now, as you see, the Crimson Plane event is going on inside of Diablo Immortal, and it's going on until August. Now, as of a few days ago, you could continuously collect these, achieve these, and not claim them. You could then wait until the 3rd of August and collect them all together, get a massive boost. But that has changed. I put out a short on this, giving everyone the tip just a few days ago, and since then it has been changed, and you can see right now, complete current tasks before receiving more. They're not allowing us anymore to do this, so to get more events or more tasks, to get more rewards, I need to claim these too. In claiming them, I'll be getting a legendary crest and some cosmetics as well, which is fantastic. But what's even better are we getting a reward inside of the game that we have never seen before. If you look at the experience here, instant level. This is important, and this is where the tip lies here today. Experience, gain 1 level instantly inside of the game. I didn't realize this for the first 4 or 5 levels, and I was just collecting them. And I was not paying attention to my current level. As you can see right now, if we get a little bit of more of a zoomed view, look right down here on the bottom right corner. I have very little to go. If I were to claim this right now, I would get a fraction of an upgrade. I would be wasting that upgrade. So what I've been now doing is saving them until I just advance to the next Paragon level. I'm Paragon level 856 right now. I have some bounties to claim. Let's see if that's going to take me over the reward. Boom. Now I'm 857. This couldn't have happened more perfectly. Let me claim my rewards, get all this great stuff. Yes. Now what we're going to do is we are now, after I claim my new bounties that I have to do, we're going to accept all these bad boys. All right. Now, if I go in and I do the same thing, take a look at the health in the bottom of the screen, or my life. I have a little bit in the top. I have all of this to fill to upgrade to the next level. So let's go on back over to our event. Let's go into the events right here. And let's go to the Crimson Plane. If I use this experience, I should instantly jump another Paragon level, gaining all of that bar on the bottom instead of just that little bit. Let's do this right now. Boom. Got it. And I get to choose another pair of pants, which is really cool, but I don't know which ones to choose. So I can just X this out for now, and we will go over here, take a look. Now look, I'm back to where I was on the bottom. Here's a closer look for you. I'm back to where I was in the bottom, and I'm going to get another Paragon level for the same reason, the same way, taking advantage of a full empty bar. Well, that's 2 double negatives. No, a positive and a negative. A full empty bar. The bar is completely empty, or for the most part, claiming another one, and there's another Paragon level right there as well, also getting these rewards. Now, Xing out of those rewards, I believe it puts it into my satchel, and I can claim them later. Let's get our free legendary crest and our free cosmetics. Let's actually put these cosmetics on, because I'm not wearing... Oh, I think it already clothed me. Let's have a look. Yes, it did, and this looks so much better than the other cosmetic, just because everyone's running around in this one. So I like wearing something different. And this looks pretty awesome if you ask me. The new cosmetic that's absolutely free in the game has been unlocked, along with a legendary crest, which means I'm now sitting with 10 legendary crests, which means we have another legendary crest run. Yeah, 5 Eternals and 5 regular legendary crests. So when you're claiming these, make sure that you're claiming when you have an empty XP bar. So what I'll do now, when I go back into the event, and I go back over here, we have more objectives that should be presenting. Or actually, it may be over at this point in time. I'm not sure if more are going to present themselves the next day or not. Either way, I got the most experience from claiming at the right time. Remember, it's another one of those be patient things. In addition to that, we have this reward right here, which is going to give me a little bit more progression on my battle pass. We'll take it. Thank you very much. Now, we need to talk about the overall catch-up mechanic inside of the game. Now that I gave you the tip on how to get some quick experience. Now, I recently was talking to my friend Nemo. You guys remember Nemo, Scrappy Academy. Him and I started the Scrappy Echoes together. We were diving into Diablo Immortal. We pushed being Immortals when the game launched. We were Immortal for like 6 weeks or so. It was great. And he got tired of the game. He spent a lot of money inside of the game as well. I think he spent about 2 Gs, which actually for Diablo Immortal is not a lot of money, but he had spent about 2 grand inside of the game. And he decided that he was tired of playing. It burned him out. He wasn't interested anymore. And he quit. Stopped making content. Stopped doing videos. Stopped our podcast and all that. We were just on a live stream recently. Or I was. And he came through and he said, oh, the Blood Knight looks pretty cool. Maybe I'll try it out again. I'm like, Nemo, we got to do this, man. So we're actually planning a very cool event. It's going to be a live event. So make sure you stay tuned for details on that. But he told me he's about 125 Paragon. I'm like, well, Nemo, you're about 750 Paragon levels behind, dude. And that brought up the entire Ketchup mechanic inside of the game. Now, for those of you that don't know about the Ketchup mechanic, let's take a look over here, all right? So we'll go over here. We're going to come to my Paragon level, which I am Paragon level 859. The server Paragon level is 850. Because I am above the server Paragon, I'm only getting 30% of any rewards that I claim. So if something is worth 100%, if something is worth 1,000 XP, I'm only getting 300 XP for that thing because I'm above. It slows down my progression. But for people that are way behind, and you know what? To be honest, that's a lot of people that watch these videos. A lot of you guys are new to the game, just starting out. And having this mechanic here allows you to still be able to attain a level of being able to be competitive with people that have been playing like myself for the long haul. Because you, when you're that far behind, even when you're 100 levels behind, you're going to get 1,500 times experience. That means for every 1,000 experience you gain, you're actually going to get 15,000 experience. And from the comments section that I have of people on the channel, people have been gaining 100 Paragon levels easily per day, which is insane if you ask me. So when I look at Nemo's account and he's sitting at, I don't know, 125 Paragon, if he could gain 100 a day, and now it would slow down once he gets about, 50 or so, 75 away, his progression is going to slow because it's going to be 1,500, 1,400, 1,300, all the way until it's like 200 times the experience gained because he's getting closer. But he's going to be able to catch up in a week or 2 if he grinded really hard. Now, why is this catch-up mechanic here? Well, let's think about how the servers work inside Diablo Immortal. We're always hearing about server merges, right? This server, this server, this server, and this server are being merged together to bring all those communities together, have a more fruitful and engaging environment of players. We never do hear of new servers being created now, do we? Reason being, new servers are not being created, at least not to my knowledge. So there is no place for all brand new players to all go together and everyone be brand new on the server together. So if you are deciding today that you want to play Diablo Immortal, you have to play with people like me who have been playing for a year. With someone like me who knows just about everything about the game. And with someone like me that's kind of figured it all out, at least what we have right here, right now. So you're at a disadvantage. So if there was no catch-up mechanic, there is no way you would ever be able to compete with me. No matter how much you spend. Well, maybe that's not true. Maybe you could spend your way up, but it would be very difficult because you're never going to be able to gain as many levels as I am as long as I'm grinding. If I grind an hour a day, and if you grinded an hour a day, and if there was no catch-up mechanic inside of the game, first of all, my grinding would probably be more efficient because I have a better understanding of the game to someone that's brand new. And there's no way for them to gain ground on me because there's no catch-up mechanic. So unless if Blizzard decides they want to start creating brand new servers for people to go to, which I don't really think is needed. If there's space on our servers, let's use the ones that we currently have and have a nice, friendly environment. So is it good or bad for this catch-up mechanic? When you look at kingdom builders like Call of Dragons, Rise of Kingdoms, other games I play, Well, they are always putting out new servers. Like every day there's new servers. And after 2 months, you could transfer to a different server if you want to. But new players are all starting on the same playing field. Totally different kind of game. Definitely a pay-to-win style game, but a totally different kind of game, a kingdom builder from an action RPG. But I think that the way they're doing it here works. Plus, if I decide I want to take a month off of Diablo Immortal, I want to take a month off, which me as a content creator, I wouldn't do. But me as a casual player, maybe it's summer vacation. I'm heading to the Bahamas for 2 weeks. I'm not, but I wish I was, but I'm not. But if I were, I could say, you know what? I'm putting the phone down and I am not playing for 2 weeks. And then I get home, I'm packing, saying hi to the dogs. Takes another few days. The Ketchup Mechanic will be there to push me up the levels. Now, I have been, the furthest I've ever been behind Paragon level was 40 levels. That was the most. And that was during a time where I was experimenting with other games on my Call of Dragons channel, and I was investing a lot of time there. At that point in time, it was 2 Paragon levels per day the server would jump. But let's look at it in terms of now. 40 Paragon levels is a month. It's 4 weeks. That would be equivalent of me not playing for 4 weeks. I easily caught up, even with the smaller amount of Ketchup Mechanic that I was getting. It was like 300 or maybe 400. I don't remember the actual number times. So the Ketchup Mechanic gives you a little bit of leeway for someone that's a little bit more of a casual gamer. And as we've been talking about in our other videos, I think a lot of us that play Diablo Immortal have other things that are important to us in life, such as family, job, other things outside of gaming. Now for me, gaming is my job, so they kind of go hand in hand, right? So maybe I'm not the best example, but for you, maybe you're in construction and you're working 8, 9, 10 hours a day and you can't play a game. You come home, have dinner with your family, say goodnight to your kids, spend some time with your wife. What time are you left with? So Diablo Immortal gives a great opportunity for players like us that can't sit down and play Diablo 4 all day, right? So that's what the catch-up mechanic is for. To allow players to not feel obligated to grind every day, and if they don't, well then they're screwed. Out of luck, not able to really compete. There's always a way back, and like I said, for me, I was 40 Paragon levels behind. It was not a lot of time before I had to catch up, or before I was able to catch up. So, for Nemo, I want him to come back. Even if he doesn't create content, I want to play with my boy. We can't play together until he catches up his Paragon, but as I mentioned, something cool is coming soon, and we're going to want to stay tuned to see what Nemo and I do together live here on the channel. You'll never guess what it'll be. That's the topic for today. I hope you took advantage of utilizing the full Paragon level jump from that XP, which is a mechanic we've never seen before. It seems like Blizzard really wants people to catch up now, doesn't it? Also, I hope that you now understand what the server Paragon increase overall catch-up mechanic is all about, in case you didn't know. I enjoy sitting here with you guys and talking to you about these things. I'm actually enjoying making content that is a mixture of game and then discussion regarding it. I hope you guys are enjoying it as well. If you do, consider subscribing to the channel, and I'll be back here tomorrow with another video.